and surely have picked up 3 question points.
Welcome to Orient Live. The sun is shining and it's the O's penultimate home game of the season, and 3 points today could all but clinch our place in League One for next season. We'll be bringing you all of the action here on Orient Live, and I'm delighted to be joined in the studio by former player Glenn Wilkie and journalist Brendan Pitcher. So, I mean, gents, it's an interesting one today. It's an already relegated side. On paper, you look at this and you go, this is a 3 points that we need to get.
Yeah, definitely. You look at it and you think, what state are they going to be in? They got relegated last weekend. There's changes to this team lineup like we've had a look at before we've come out there. And you would hope that we get the 3 points today. My only concern is we've got key players missing through injury. El Mazzuni, Ollie O'Neill, Theo Archibald. And they're key players. They get us going up at the top end of the pitch. And with them missing, it just gives the players who are coming in a real big opportunity to prove themselves and really get going. The sun's shining out there, the pitch looks fantastic. You're playing against lesser opposition, so to speak. I think an early goal will do us the world of good. Their heads will drop because they won't. Here we go again syndrome. And we could go on and score a few today. But it's a tricky one, and I think that first goal was really important and the timing of it.
Our next two games to jump ahead and look to the kind of the final two. Today's the one where if you don't get a result, then the last two games become pressurised.
Yeah, I completely agree with everything that Glenn said. I think this is almost about as easy as a game you're going to get in League One this season. No disrespect to Rotherham, but when you look at motivation-wise, they've been relegated on Tuesday night. They've got a team full of players who are out of contract. They've got a manager who is only an interim manager. He came out with his comments on Tuesday night after the Wigan game and said that there was players missing through illness, and he kind of hinted that he was doubting the validity of those illnesses. So I'm struggling to see where the motivation is coming from a Rotherham point of view. So it's about us today. If we turn up and be professional about it, I think we've got to be looking at this as the perfect opportunity to get 3 points that solidifies our League One status.
You look ready to pounce, Glenn.
What was your comment then? We should win comfortably.
I'd say it's the easiest chance you're going to get to win a game in League One this season.
I think you're right if we've got a full squad out there. I think there's no question.
But this is just about the opposition. It's not about us. It's about the opposition we're playing. It's the easiest chance we're going to get to win a game.
But they're not mannequins, are they? They don't stand still and you can run around them. But I know what you're saying because how they are and what's going on with their club. But as we saw on Tuesday night, as we've seen previously, sometimes it doesn't click, it doesn't work. And that's why my point about an early goal and the timing of a goal could crush them. If we get an early goal, 10, 15 minutes, their heads will go down. And then I completely agree with what you're saying. But they might stick 10 behind the ball or 11 behind the ball and say, break us down. And we know that creativity we've got missing in the side with the three front players that we've got missing. So it will be, I think it'll be tricky until we go in front. Touch wood, we go in front.
Touch wood, and you do see it when a team gets relegated and confirmed and there's no pressure on them. That's when their shackles come off.
Yeah, it will either go one way in terms of these players are virtually all of them are out of contract for next season. They're not going to be playing for Rotherham next season. So it's a case of, are they thinking in the back of their mind, right, I need to prove myself and get a new deal either at Rotherham or somewhere else? Or are they thinking, I don't want to get injured here because I've got a move lined up in the summer. I need to make a living. I don't want to get hurt here. So it can work both ways. But for me, from an Orient point of view, it's got to be about us today. We've got to take this moment and not come into it with a sense of complacency, thinking these are already relegated. They don't want to be here. We just got to be professional, put in 100% effort and attitude. And if we do that today, even with the injuries we've got, I can see us being too strong for this Rotherham side.
Well, it is a big game for the O's this afternoon, and one man who knows that is the gaffer. Let's hear from his pre-match thoughts now.
Gaffer, Rotherham to come on Saturday, our penultimate home game of the season. How much are we looking forward to it?
Can't wait. Looking forward to getting back home on a Saturday. Hopefully it can be a really good atmosphere, a positive feel around the place, and we can get a win.
Only 3 games to go. It doesn't feel like that long since we were chatting pre-Huddersfield. Does it feel like it's gone quickly to you?
I think when you get to definitely Easter weekend, but then maybe after Christmas it does all catch up on you. It's like I'm 46 now, and I think I'm 21 at times. I think everybody who gets to a certain age think that time flies, and like I say, when you get past Christmas, the season, just tick themselves off, and sometimes time does fly. 2
defeats in 9. We were just saying, what do we need to do on Saturday to get that last result?
Energetic, passion, play forward, pass forward, run forward, all the things that we're good at. We've actually been, in our last 6 games, really good defensively, 4 clean sheets. The only goals that we've conceded was an offside goal against Huddersfield. Cross, lad scores the header, he's offside, and then 106-minute winner against us where we're down to 10 men. An own goal away at Lincoln, so we've showed up at the back. Will Dennis has made a huge difference to us at the back. So in the last 6 games, 4 clean sheets. Let's try and get another clean sheet and a win.
I think just on Will, I think we were looking the other day of all goalkeepers that have made 5 or more League One appearances, his clean sheet percentage is the best in the division, I think.
It's any successful team, you need a goalkeeper. You not one person in this world can tell me any team, any standard at any level, you go from World Cups to Champions League to Premier League to our level without a good goalkeeper. All our successful seasons here, we've had Vigouroux, we've had Solbrin, we've had Josh Keeler, we've had excellent goalkeepers. When I won the league at Swindon, I had Stephen Bender. It's a massive part of your team, and your goalkeeper spreads confidence throughout his back four, throughout the team, throughout the supporters, the staff, and Will has given us so much of that. He's been a brilliant signing.
Let's take a look now then and see how the O's shape up for this afternoon's clash against Rotherham. Starting in goal for the O's, it's number 12, Will Dennis. It's a back 4 today for the O's as well, with Tom James and James Morris in the full-back positions. Dan Happy partners the captain, Will Forrester at the back. Azim Abdullah is alongside Tyreek Bakinson. They're both in there with, of course, Idris's injury after coming off on Tuesday night. Charlie Wellens plays ahead of them in the 10 role, with Dimitri Mitchell and Sonny Perkins in the wide areas today. And Don Ballard leads the line for the O's. And on the bench is Killian Carhill, Michael Craig, Caelan Casey, Josh Koroma, Dylan Levitt and Sean Clare also return from injury to join the squad, as does the long-awaited return of that man Aaron Connolly. Great to see him on the bench, and I mean, wow, to have him back, that's your instant boost there and then.
Oh, it is, certainly for the squad, for him. He'll probably come on, maybe get last 20 minutes. He's been out a long time, and I just hope the expectation level from the supporters isn't too high on him. We know the quality he's got. We know what a good player he is, and how he started the season. He was instrumental in some of the goals and a lot of the movement and assists he got as well. He's unbelievable, but he's coming back. That 20 minutes for him, or 30 minutes, whatever he gets at the end of the game today, he will come on and he'll have a point to prove, because he's sat in the stand for 4 or 5 months now, and he'd be looking at what's going on out there, so thinking, I can affect this game, I can change the game. Hopefully the game's done and dusted by the point that he may get introduced, but if it's not, he's certainly someone who can come off the bench and provide a bit of magic, whether it's a goal or an assist.
I mean, you hope the game doesn't need it, but if it is a tight one with 20-ish to go, what an option to bring on, but you've got to manage him at the same time.
Yeah, definitely. I think Richie's spoken a bit about the fact that he was managing Idris, and we saw that with kind of his first 3 or 4 appearances back from injury was 30-minute, 20-minute cameos off the bench, and I think this will be very similar here, but like you say, what an option to have. I think at points during his spell before Christmas, before he got injured, he was the most skillful player I've ever seen in an Orient shirt. He was doing things that were way above League One level, and a boost to have him back today, but also a boost to hopefully get him back fit and firing ahead of next season.
Let's take a look at the starting lineup though, because obviously Aaron's only on the bench, but fingers crossed we don't need him. But in terms of the shape we've gone for today, it's a back 4 again. Do you really want to see the O's take this game to Rotherham?
Oh, 100%. From the first whistle, we've got to do that. We've got to be aggressive. I say this every time. We have to settle. We have to be aggressive. We have to go and press them all over the pitch, especially when their confidence is low. Now, we don't know how they're going to set up. Will they go more longer, or will they try and play around the back with it? If they do play around the back with it, it's an ideal chance to go. They will make mistakes. Go and win the ball high up the pitch and get your shots off. I just think we've got enough in the team. 2 midfielders holding Bakinson and Abdullah are good players. They're good players. They've not shown it all season consistently enough, but they're very good players in this league. We can get them ticking and get them winning the ball early and passing forward, like Richie Welling said. Let's pass the ball forward early. Let's get forward early. We can do that. I think we'll be okay. But going back to Connolly, I think if he does come on later in the game, I would fully expect him to come on in the number 10 position rather than a wide sort of forward, because of where he's been and his fitness levels. He'll find space. He's so intelligent. He'll find space in between the lines and get the ball and set things up.
And let's talk about that midfield battle then. Obviously, really disappointing to see Idris out of the squad again. But Azim Abdullahi and Tariq Bakinson in there. Let's talk about Azim, because he's probably been definitely one of our most improved players recently. He looks like he's really growing, and I'm personally very excited to see how he makes that space his own.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's the first time in his Orient career where he's had a run of games in one position. He's maybe had a run of games where he's maybe played in the 10 or then out the wing and then in central midfield. And when you kind of moved around the pitch, especially as a young player, I imagine it's quite hard for you. But it seems like Richie's really placed his faith in him now, trusts him in that number 8 role. And when you look at him alongside Tariq Bakinson, just from a kind of physical standpoint, you think they should be dominating most games at League One level, because they're both big and strong players who have decent levels of technical ability as well. So you think if they can just put it all together and be consistent with it, that those two can be a force to be reckoned with. But like you say about Azim, really impressed with him in recent weeks. He's shown a level of maturity to his game, and it feels like he is positionally, he kind of is learning the game, and I'm sure having a manager like Richie who has played in that position throughout his career has helped that as well. I
think what would be interesting as well is with Idris El Mazouni out of the game or out of the team, we know whoever plays next to him, whether it's Bakinson or Abdullahi, Idris is like the main man, right? He takes control, he gets the ball off the back four, he plays forward. And the other person is, I'm not saying a lesser player, but that they let him get on with that role. He's not in the side today, so one of them will have to sort of try and dictate the middle of the park. Be interesting to see which one does it, whether that's Abdullahi or Bakinson may play slightly more forward. I think Abdullahi will do that, but they've got to take control of this game and they've got to rise up to the occasion and prove, look, if he's out of side, we can do that. We can play in that position with whoever's playing against us, and we can take control of this midfield.
Absolutely. And the attacking areas today, it's interesting. Sonny Perkins and Dimitri Mitchell, two players who've had stop and start seasons, but if there's an opportunity for them to really kind of show what they're about for next season, then that's today.
Yeah, I think you're spot on. I think it goes almost back to what we were saying about Azim in terms of those two are two players in Sonny Perkins and Mitchell who have been moved about at times in their Orient career, have probably been given a game here or there but not had a settled run in the side. I mean, Sonny's going to get 2 starts in a row now, which will be the first time he's done that in a while, and Dimitri Mitchell's had a good run of games now on the wing. And like you say, we've spoken about what we think this Rotherham team is going to play like and their relative strength. So you're saying, if, like you say, if they're going to be a part of this and be first team players for this Orient side going forward, today's the day where they can kind of stamp their mark on the team and put in a performance and show that they're capable of that.
I'd like to see Perkins sort of be more aggressive. When he gets the ball, can you beat your fullback? Can you drift inside and play the ball early? Because to me, he's too cautious. He's too safe when he gets the ball. Now, whether that's a confidence issue, whether that's maybe he is some of the shouts in the crowd, whatever it is, he needs to change the way he plays. And like Richie said again, get the ball, can you pass forward, can you play forward, but be sharp with it, because I see him as a type of player, the ball goes into feet, he holds the ball, he's looking, he holds onto it too long, he passes backwards, sidewards. He's not as effective as what he was maybe when he first came to the club, when he was on loan. On the opposite side, you've got Mitchell, who gets the ball and he's very proactive with the ball. He wants to pass quick. He wants to get on the outside and beat somebody. That's what I'd like to see Perkins try and do. Yes, he's probably not got the pace that Mitchell has, but can you play a bit sharper? Can you look forward, pass the ball into Ballard's feet and go and join the play and maybe get a shot? Just to do that, because far too many times when I see him, he plays it safe and he just wants to keep the ball.
He certainly does. And I mean, 3 games left of the season. One player who I'm sure is looking forward to a well-earned rest, Don Ballard. I'm just trying to find the stats now, but I feel like he's played more or less every minute of every game.
Good.
I mean, sure.
Good.
He must he must be looking forward to a well-earned rest, but we need him for those 3 more games.
I don't think he's looking forward to a rest. He's top goal scorer in the league. He probably wants to play every single minute of every single game because he loves playing football. You can see it, his energy. When he's on the pitch, he's always tearing around trying to win the ball. We've had him on the show, interviewed him a few times this season, and he just wants to score goals. He wants to play football and he wants to score goals, yes, for himself, but also for the team. I don't think he wants a rest.
Well, 37 games played. He's played 3,211 minutes. If he'd have been here from the start of the season, he'd probably be up there for the around the top of that list. He's crucial to this Orient side, though, and we need him to get on the score sheet today.
Yeah, absolutely. He's shown time and time again that he's the key man for this side. He's one of the best players in the league. He's the top goal scorer, and today against a weakened Rotherham defence, I'm sure he's looking at it as a great opportunity. I'm sure he's looking at those top goal scorer charts, thinking if I can get another 1, 2, maybe 3 today, I can really cement my place at the top of the charts. And I'm pleased that if he would be thinking like that, because that's kind of the mentality you want from your strikers. And he's had a brilliant season. Like you say, I just really hope that kind of he gets a well-earned rest because he has played so many minutes, and it is his first real full season of men's football, and to play week in, week out for 90 minutes pretty much every week is a real testament to him and his fitness levels.
Here's one for you. Later in the game, we get a penalty. Connolly's on the pitch, Ballard's on the pitch. They've both scored a penalty for us this season. Who takes a penalty?
Do you not let Ballard have it for the
Do
goal
you,
scorer
or do you give it
record?
to?
Well, a lot of whataboutery going on here. let's get the penalty first, Glenn. But let's talk defensively. And Dan Happy has got a big time to shine as well. Again, out of contract in the summer, he's got to show what he's about, and he's one of the leaders in this side now. And he's been in recent weeks been called upon and in that good run. And as we'll see here, he's got the attributes to be fantastic for us. I
like Dan. I've always liked Dan. He's suffered with injuries and he's sort of been in and out of the side, but he's not. I hear supporters say he's not a big commanding sort of centre half like Forrester. He's not like that old school beating people up, so to speak, at the back. But he's a good player. He's got a great left foot, as we see here. Nice little pass into the channel. He's got a great left foot. He's big and tall. And when he's on it, there's not many people who get round him. The problem he's had when he's not had a great game is centre-half partnerships. People have been in and out all the time. And it's really hard to cement a really good understanding with someone when you're constantly you're out the side yourself through injury or you're changing the centre-back partner. Like we saw last season when he was playing with Omar Beckles or Reg, and they played a lot of time, mainly with Beckles, and the season before when we came up. The partnership with them, it was no coincidence. So we kept a lot of clean sheets when he was in the side. So you said he's got to prove himself. I think being at the club for, I think it's 9 years now he's been at the club. I think the club know what he's all about. I think the concern with him and getting a new contract, whatever, would possibly be his injury status and how his nickels and bits are. But I think he's good enough for this team. I think he's good enough for a contract. I like him and I think he's a big part of this squad.
He certainly is. Right, just over 10 minutes to go until kickoff, so don't forget, if you're watching along live on our YouTube stream, then you can follow all of the action with us here on Orient Live. You can pick up a match pass for just £10 for international fans, and if you're watching from the UK, you can listen along with Dave and Matt with an audio pass. But now, let's hear from that man himself. It's Dan Happy.
Tomorrow's going to be tough. Even though they are a relegated side, they're still going to put up a fight. Some players might be out of contract in their side and looking for new clubs, so we're not expecting to just roll over them. So yeah, it'll be a tough challenge ahead. Yeah, he's an impressive record, 4 clean sheets in 6 games. Much better than the first half of the season. We've improved a lot in that area. So yeah, long may it continue for the last 3 games. I think every defender would want to play with the same back 4, back 5 every game. But anyone that's stepping in has played a big role to the team, so it's been okay, yeah.
Teammate, someone.
Yeah, Will Dennis has been a massive part of coming into the side. He's such a big presence between the sticks, very commanding, So yeah, he's done very well coming into the team. My personal season hasn't probably been the best. I'll have to reflect on it over the summer. It has picked up a little bit towards the back end of the season, but as a whole, I definitely could be better, yeah. The positives we can take from Mansfield is 1, a clean sheet. 2, we stuck in there when things got tough and the momentum shifted against us. And yeah, what we want to move forward is trying to create more chances, make it a bit more exciting for not only us, the fans as well, and score some goals. What we need to do tomorrow is start fast, high pressure, get in their faces and make them want to quit really. You know, they're already a relegated side, as I said, so just make them lose belief in this fixture. The gaffer's really implemented of trying to run forward, play forward, you know, get more people in the box, and with more people in the box you're going to create more chances, more people. We need more people to score goals, we can't just rely on Dom.
6, 7, 8.
We want to get secure, stand in the league as quick as possible, so we just got to, as I said, just be on the front foot and be positive.
Is lunch at work awesome? If so, tune out now. If not, keep listening. Picture this: chef-made meals from local restaurants brought right into your workplace. No sad sandwiches, no tired menus. By tapping into the local restaurant scene, Fuda powers workplace dining for companies across the US, giving teams flavor, convenience, and authenticity. Half of Glassdoor's best places to work have partnered with Fuda. Is your team ready to upgrade its workplace food scene? Find out how at Fuda.com. That's FOODA.com.
You have a choice. You can waste 20, maybe 30% of your media budget, spend millions reaching bots, the wrong people, or no one at all. Or just use 0 to 1. It knows who's ready to buy. It's over 85% accurate. 0 wasted spend. The future of marketing isn't guessing. It's knowing.
Right, then let's take a look and see how the Millers shape up for this clash this afternoon. Starting in goal for Rotherham is number 13, Ted Can. It's a back four for them as well, with James Clark and Jamal Baptiste in the fullbacks positions, with Zach Jules and Denzel Hall in defence. Daniel Gore and Cohen Lear in the midfield, with Harry Gray in the 10 role. Arjani Martha and Emmanuel Adebayega are in the wide positions, with the captain, Sam Nombe, up top. On Lee Clark's bench is Ben Childs, Joe Rafferty, Harrison Duncan, Drew Yearwood, Jack Holmes, Gabriel Bianchieri and Jordan Hugill. So we've touched on them already, Brendan, but this is a club in a bit of a sorry state at the moment.
Yeah, I think it was a club last season under Steve Evans that tried to have a right go and didn't quite get it right. And then they kind of looked to try and stabilise. They brought in Matt Hemshaw, who was a kind of local man, a fan of the club, but had been an assistant manager there during the good times, and it didn't quite go right for him this season. They were in the relegation zone. They had a really poor season, and they've kind of gambled with Lee Clark, and he hasn't really pulled up any trees or had much of an effect. And I think they're obviously relegated now. They're a side who they're missing. If you look at that team today, they're missing a number of key players. And they're a side to be got at from our point of view. And like I said at the start of the show, this is almost as good of an opportunity to get 3 points as you're going to get from a League One side.
An average age of 23 years old across that starting 11, Glenn. As we'll see here from their goals conceded this season, they're a frail side and we need to capitalise.
Oh, 100%. You look from Lee Clark's point of view, their manager. The season's done for them, so now whether he's going to be there next season or not, I don't know yet, but he's looking at, right, what players do we keep, who can prove themselves that they need a contract or deserve a contract for next season. So I think he's brought in a few of the youngsters, younger players. They'll be having a little look at it. I think that the score for them today is irrelevant. It's just about having a look at these players now. So it's a bit of a free hit for them. So, like you say, it's important for us. It's a very important game for us because we want the points. But I don't think they're going to show too much. Yes, they may play with a bit of freedom, but they're there for the taking. They're there for the taking. And we just need to, like I say, I keep going on about this early goal, but I think that settles us down and then their heads will drop and then we can go on and have a rousing performance.
Yeah, and I think Glenn makes a really good point there about the first goal in terms of this Rotherham team, motivation-wise, isn't going to be there. They're not going to want to show up today. So it's about us starting fast, not giving an opportunity to grow into the game, because the only way I think they're going to kind of get a result today is if they grow into the game and gain confidence that way. We've got to be all over them from the off, pressing high, winning the ball back, getting in their faces and making it kind of a miserable game for them where we get their heads down, get an early goal, and then I think if we get an early goal, it could be any score today.
It was a bad performance from us in the reverse fixture in that 1-0 back in October in the first half of the season, but their form since then has not been great. We need to, try and right that wrong from the first half.
Yeah, I mean, at home they're not great, but they're a little bit better than they are away from home. They've had one away win since October. They don't travel well. I don't see any reason why that will change today. So yeah, like I said, it's all about us putting in a strong performance, showing the right attitude, and there's no reason why we can't get the 3 points today.
Sun shining, Glenn. Hopefully this packs out E10 crowd, get behind the boys, making noise. Hopefully we're in for a good show today.
Yeah, let's hope the supporters get off their chairs early, support the boys, sort of roar them on to many goals.
Absolutely right. Well, kickoff is very nearly upon us. So let's hand over now to our match commentary team of Dave Victor and Matt Hiscock.
Let's start with Barnet. They're currently 5 points away from the last of the playoff places, yet are in excellent form. The Bees are unbeaten in their last 6 matches and have won 4 of them. They've scored 10 goals in their last 3 games, and you sense may need to score a few today. Notts County are the top goal scorers at home in the division. Notts are still hoping to gain automatic promotion, but recent results suggest they may have to settle on a place in the playoffs. The team news: the former Barnet player Lee Unlove starts for Notts County. As for the Bees, Anthony Hartigan returns in midfield. Both teams will be going all out for victory. If Notts County fail to win, then top of the table Bromley will have cause for celebration, as they'll be guaranteed automatic promotion.
Thank you very much, Mark. Such a lot at stake in the matches we're covering this afternoon. I think it's fair to say we've already brought you Millwall 2, QPR 0, Millwall back into the automatic promotion spots, and Brentford 0, Fulham 0. Brentford outside the European places on goal difference only. At 5:30, Tottenham Hotspur in the Premier League relegation zone take on Brighton Hove Albion. That'll be on DAB Digital Radio. But our focus from 3 o'clock is at Brisbane Road. Leyton Orient hoping to widen that gap between themselves and the League One relegation zone. They're at home to Rotherham this afternoon. We'll keep you posted on how AFC Wimbledon get on against Plymouth as well. But your commentary team in East London is Matt Hiscox and Dave Victor.
It is a 4-point gap for the O's and where they are and the relegation zone. And Rotherham United's relegation confirmed on Tuesday night, a heavy defeat at Wigan Athletic. But Lee Clark has definitely made changes, and emphasis is on youth today. Leyton Orient have conceded 66 goals this season, Rotherham 65. Matt Hiscock, do you think there could be goals this afternoon?
I think there will be, Dave. Which end we will wait and see, because you say Lee Clark, he's made 4 changes to the team lost at Wigan on Tuesday night, which confirmed the Millers' relegation to League 2. But there's young players out there, players with an opportunity, teenagers on loan looking to prove a point, make a name for themselves. It won't be easy for the O's, I'm sure.
One of those youngsters is James Clark. He's only 19 years of age, and he's going to get this game off and underway. The Millers in a chain strip of a gold kit with black trim. Leyton Orient in the all-red, and Leyton Orient are attacking the north end of the ground away to our left in this first half, and it's Forrester who wins an early header right towards Mitchell Wide on this near side, and now it's Backinson who returns to the starting 11 because of the injury to Idris El Mazouni. James Morris wins a tackle in front of Richie Wellens, who's still suffering with a problem with a trapped nerve in his neck and shoulder as the ball is hit long into the Rotherham half. It's not there for long. Now it's Dan Happy who tries to find Mitchell. Mitchell's header doesn't pick out a red shirt. Azim Abdullahi brings it under control inside the centre circle. Now it's Will Forrester, the Leyton Orient captain, who lays it out to the right-hand side. Sonny Perkins pressing forward for the O's. He needs support. It's very slow arriving. It goes the pass behind Tom James, and James lays it back to Will Dennis. That was untidy, wasn't it, Matt?
It was. Tom Jones did well in the end to keep the ball in play, because that's the worst possible sight. You don't want a negative pass that goes out of play. Groans from the crowd.
Morris trying to set up Don Ballard. 22 goals for the League One leading marksman so far. Lovely little back heel trying to find Mitchell. Comes towards the halfway line. Dan Happy launches it long. Again, it's been cleared. Backinson picks up a loose ball inside the Millers half. It goes away for a throw, and Matt can give us the team news.
Where the O's line up this afternoon. One change from the team that drew 0-0 on Tuesday night against Mansfield. That one change, Idris El Mazouni, he misses out due to a hamstring injury. Tariq Backinson comes in. So the O's line up with Will Dennis in goal. Back four from right to left. James, Forrester, the skipper, Happy alongside him. Morris at left back. Then the two holding midfielders, Backinson and Abdullahi, sit in front, with Perkins on the right, Mitchell on the left. Wellens in the 10 role behind the O's leading marks.